Hi friends, welcome back to Storytime with Miss Eagle. Today we're reading another one of our favorites, Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. The author is Eric Litwin. What does the author do? That's right, the author writes the words, and the illustrator is James Dean. What does the illustrator do? That's right, the illustrator draws the pictures. I can't wait to read this book. Let's get to it. Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. His buttons. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Let's see. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 popped off. So how many does he have left? 4 minus 1 is 3. Did Pete cry? Oh goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Pete had 3, and 1 popped off. 3 minus 1 is 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? So he had 2, and 1 popped off. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? So if Pete had 1 and 1 popped off, 1 minus 1 is 0. But did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? Belly button, and he kept singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. It's all good, he said. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. The end. I hope you enjoyed story time today. I miss you all, and I hope we're together again soon.